Anyways,
God.
we are back after a week, and I will announce this right now. I do not know if I am available next Saturday because work is being difficult. So we'll see.
Fair.
Um, I will inform all of you should anything happen beforehand, within like hopefully a couple days before.
That's
I don't
fair.
really appreciate shit being dropped at me in terms of spontaneity. I hate it. Um,
Yeah.
Fair.
but anyways, aside from that, last session all of you met with the prince, had a bit of a conversation. Certain bits of presentory etiquette during that meeting were absolutely ignored, which
Yeah, that was fun.
which in many cases, in any other setting, it would make me cringe. But given that it's more set in modern reality, I respect it. Um, a few names were listed off to be investigated, and you all decided to split up.
Yep.
Uh, Ira and Vincent went to the bookkeeper. Cassius went to the informant at the cathedral, and Solomon went to uh,
The Baron.
the Baron. The interaction with the Baron for Solomon was honestly far more tame than you were expecting.
Yeah, that was a fucking surprise.
The conversation with Cassius and the informant has not occurred yet. However, perhaps predictably or unpredictably, the interrogation and questioning of the bookkeeper led to a bit of a brawl.
It's a little one.
It's
No one got hurt, really.
fine.
However, I do believe you said that I would be sticking around and keeping an eye on that.
Yes. And, like, is that... We have each other's, like, phone numbers, right? We established that?
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Ira's probably gonna send out, like, a group text
Okay.
saying, like, who visited the bookkeeper and that he's fucking sus and a bitch.
Okay, one of those seems like that wasn't necessary to add in
Remind
the
me.
text, but
He was a bit of a bitch. I'm
Remind
just
me.
saying.
Vincent did send out one too to everyone but Ira and was like, keep an eye on her or them.
She. So it's good. You're good.
Yeah.
Remind me who visited the bookkeeper?
Ira and Vincent.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was both of you or not. I'm sorry.
And Vincent is currently watching the house and Ira, but invisible because fuck that
Wow.
noise. Doesn't
Gotcha.
want to be associated with Ira blowing cover like that, so
Ira's squatting in a tree,
great.
just watching the house.
You know,
so I
fair.
okay. So what I had described, it was kind of like this city kind of houses lined along a street type. There are trees.
Oh, never mind. I'm just I'm on a roof then. I guess.
Fantastic. Any car that drives past will see maybe a silhouette, but who knows?
Only if they look up.
People here drive
Also, I'm
really...
tiny.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
I'm
Fair.
squatting. It's fine.
Also a problem in the Twin Cities. But
That took me a second. Shit.
but no, we will as all of that is happening or has occurred. Cassius, I do believe you said that you wanted to take a walk and have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So as this individual you walk with is as Helen Park kind of moves with you, it's a graceful and peaceful walk. She doesn't seem to be in any type of hurry or doesn't have any form of alarm. But she does just
I do have a question. Her last name is
park.
Park.
Yes.
Okay. I was about to say because I was like,
Elastigirl?
yeah, I was about to, like, that's what my mind went to. Elastigirl? What?
Oh
I
wow.
didn't realize it was Park. I didn't hear the K at the end. I'm sorry. I was like, I don't remember it being Par, but also, I'll take it.
No, I
Thank you.
almost had the NPC like I thought about it for a moment because I thought it would be funny, and then it's like, nah.
The thought wasn't there enough. It's fine.
Mhm.
So we're
Kind of just walking around the edge of where the
okay.
cathedral is, I guess.
Right. So have you heard any reason why I might be here asking questions?
I think at this point, many people are aware as to why people might be asking questions.
So it would seem. It's just that apparently the list of people aware of certain schedules and locations is very limited. So we're of course checking it. However, I do want it known, and I do want to assure you that I personally don't think you would be that foolish as to get the Inquisition's attention with something like that.
No, I myself am a little bit more closer to it as well, so.
Exactly. So I'm mostly just asking what your thoughts and suspicions are. Or if you've seen or noticed any suspicious activity very recently with the Inquisition that you just haven't had a chance to report on.
As far as the Inquisition, I won't lie, there have been close calls, and I may have been nearly spotted, and I have history in the past of being compromised in different cities. It is possible that that may have happened. If that has happened, then I will have to take my leave and leave the Twin Cities and go elsewhere,
Mm.
as it will be dangerous for me to stay because of the Inquisition and because of the wrath of the Prince that will follow.
Presumably. But I assume if you have been compromised, you know how best to deal with that situation, but if you do need some form of exfiltration, please don't hesitate to ask. I can't do much, but I can at least provide a quick stop that you can lose people at relatively easily.
I will keep that in mind. As far as whom I might suspect is, I would suspect Samantha Moraine. She's
Is that name familiar?
yeah, that's the Baron.
That's the Baron?
Mm.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm like, my notes are a little scattered right now, so I'm like,
No, that's fine. Simply
Hmm.
because she would inherit rule if the prince were to be usurped.
Hmm. I don't know that there's any relation. But I will say, before the incident, the prince had stopped by on a surprise visit with me to discuss something. There seems to be something, maybe one of ours, wreaking havoc from the northeast, heading this direction. We have no idea if it's related, but if you've heard anything, it might be helpful.
Well then, I've not heard anything lately when it comes to that. My news and my experience comes from the West,
Hmm.
and the entire shape and change that has occurred out there.
We don't know where this threat is heading, but if it heads west, that might be more their problem, but it's at least possibly striking through here if you want to be a little careful. I'm sure it will. It's got the prince on edge, and I'm sure it will get the Inquisition on edge as well. But the Baron does have the most cause, at the very least.
It is a complicated matter. I can't imagine there'd be anyone else who has the resource to commit to such an action.
It would be a bit of an expensive variety of hits. I suppose if it was I suppose if it had been a long-term plan, someone could have been skimming off the top for quite a while. The bookkeeper is also aware of her schedule, after all.
Correct.
There are plenty of options, plenty of directions a threat might have come from, but the Inquisition isn't acting like an angry swarm of wasps whose nest has been kicked. I suppose it's at least not gotten their attention quite yet. We'll see how that goes by morning.
Yes, well.
Ooh.
Morning is for, and before she can finish that, there is
Oh no.
a interruption as a fairly old looking man, pepper flaked hair, um, eyes that are just a tired hazel, the wrinkles and stuff across the face. Though out of any sort of like Sabbath garments, does have more priestly attire. Miss Park, if you could be so kind, I have been looking for you, and some of our more volunteered members could use your assistance. Yes, of course, I was just catching up with a friend.
Evening, Father.
Evening.
I'll let you get back to work. It was great catching up with you.
Yeah. She does kind of like side-eye you, just silently communicating that this is a little unusual.
Mm-hmm. He is going to just, like, give, like, a friendly pat on the arm while just saying, just remember what I said. And if it comes up. No worries. And hold on. Hold on. I forgot to open my fucking book. I'm sorry. 1 second.
You're good.
1 second. 1 second. I need to check something. Da 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 da. Oh God. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I, too many things. I'm just trying to look
Too many
for.
things. That's all.
Yeah.
That's my entirety of Thursdays.
Mhm.
Open up all those fucking tabs.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways,
What are you talking about?
it's fine. Da 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 da. Oh, Google, Drive. Do you want to load the page? Do you want to load the page? There we go. Oh, I scrolled too far. Come on. My bad. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I am enjoying the commentary.
Commentary's quite nice, yes.
I have a question because it doesn't say as such. Could I activate heightened senses and it's not something that is noticeable, right?
No, I wouldn't say it's noticeable. I think
Okay.
it's just more of an instinctual ability. It's not something that it's not like a D&D game where you casting something with somatic. It's just a thing.
So I'm activating that as I'm saying that because I'm trying to do this all with the pause really makes it stand out, but I'm trying to do this all within like a very brief 5 to 10 second window in the goodbye moments because if I need to give her a warning, I need to give her a warning. So I have to roll. I add my Auspix rating to all perception rolls if exposed to. Okay. So, so I have 1 point in Auspix, 2 points in wits, and it's perception? Or whatever that's called. Hold on.
Yeah, I believe it's awareness.
Awareness, yes. Okay, so let me math. Okay, so that's 5. Okay, so 6 die? Looks like 6 die.
Correct.
Okay. Um, Alright. Nerve-wracking. That one went somewhere. There we go. Okay, I've got. Are we counting 10 as a critical success, right?
As long as
Or
it's paired with another one, yes.
I have 2 10s.
Then that'll be a critical success, so that would consider itself as 4 successes.
All right, and then I have a 7 and a 9, which are 2 more successes, and then 2 3s, which are failures.
Okay.
Jesus.
So that's Matt. That's 6 successes in total, with 2 failures.
Oh
If
my
that's
goodness. Okay. Well, we're gonna see.
okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh God.
So you had 6, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With 6 successes, with all of that, um, noticing your surroundings and situation, this old man is very unassuming.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is portraying an air of serenity and calm,
Mm-hmm.
and against his role to be as well composed as he is, many of your kindred would not notice this. But as you have upped his successes by exactly 1,
Mm-hmm.
this man is armed with what you're not entirely sure, but clearly he's had his suspicions on this woman before.
Mm.
This conversation is suspicious enough, and also given situation and everything that has occurred and how news travels fast when it comes to important figureheads like this,
Mm-hmm.
he knows.
Okay. So, because this is just his personality, and I think anyone who's even looked at him could tell it is, he's gonna go for the classic French goodbye of kissing on each cheek, and on one cheek he's gonna whisper, "He's armed," and then on the other cheek he's gonna whisper, "He knows."
Alright?
And then just pull back and just say, "Good night, Helen."
Right?
"Good night, Father."
The man nods. And
And it's active and heightened senses is active until I deactivate it, from my understanding.
yes. As Helen walks past this priest, and as everything slows down to a point, a moment, split-second decision, as a knife comes from her sleeve into her hand as she whirls around to make an attack. Try and drop them in one go. So I'm gonna roll for that really quick.
Oh. Let me know if there's a chance. Let me know if there's any kind of chance to help with anything. But
I will let you know in a second here.
okay.
Ow.
Holy shit. No fucking way.
Bestial critical.
This isn't a roll for her.
Oh.
She spins around and makes the attack in the fight to stab at this individual. 3 successes will not overcome his 9.
Oh.
What?
That's a lot of crits. And instead of like stabbing into that quick like stab that she attempts, almost in terms of like biblical irony, the knife goes through the palm of his hand and out, but he does block the attack. And rather than try and pull away from it, hand grabs around the wrist, locking them in sort of this interesting grapple contest over a weapon. Cassius, this is an instant where you could do something.
Okay. Um, mm, I'm looking at my things. I'm sorry. Okay. Uh, because it's a free cost and it's not really, it doesn't really do anything to help me with an attack, but it might help defend myself if he turns on me. I am going to activate Daunt,
Okay.
which add the user's presence rating to any intimidation rolls. Attacking the user requires a resolve plus composure roll at difficulty 2, which is not much, but it might help. Might help. Don't know.
Okay.
And I am. I guess I also need to go for a. I just need to get it so that the both of us can run. I'm not. Cassius is not a fighter build by any stretch. So. Yeah, what should I go for? So he's where is he gripped her, by the knife or just like by the
Like
actual arm?
if you the palm of the hand has the knife,
Mm-hmm.
in a reverse grip, stabbing downwards into the palm.
Mm-hmm.
This man's fingers have clasped around the fist that is holding the knife in like this interlock. And this man does appear to be way stronger than he appears. Not supernaturally strong, but definitely like way
But
stronger than you expect a man of the cloth to be.
both his hands are occupied.
Yeah, I'll say one of them because one's grasped around the the fist with the knife handle. The other one is
Mm.
grabbing her wrist, keeping it locked there. So yeah.
Okay. This is so stupid.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to get him to let go of her
Okay.
so she and I can run. And I'm gonna do that by I am gonna fucking aim for the dick.
I support this.
You know, there's not many chances you get to like
To kick a
take out a man of the cloth where it hurts most. No, I'm gonna take the chance when offered.
Okay.
Fuck him up.
So what? I don't even know how to describe what he's trying to do. Like, he's got a bit of dexterity, so I'm gonna go for. Yeah, I guess either just going to knee and or punch in the dick, and also try to get the arms loose somehow in
This
that
is
motion.
gonna be. I'm gonna let you choose, but this is gonna be a strength or dexterity plus brawl.
I'm gonna take dexterity and brawl. Okay. Oh god, I'm so nervous. I just need to break the hold. That's all I need. Fuck. This is not great. Not great. Not a great situation.
Okay.
Nine and an 8, so 2 successes, 1 failure.
Hey, that's 2 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 successes.
Uh...
The moment you do that, there is pain. There is clear pain. But what you don't expect is the force of pure willpower that this individual has, as they do something, a feat that you in your unnaturally long life, or rather unlife, have never seen before, is yes, there is a reaction, there is pain, but the attention is focused onto you, and rather than holding on to your ally, as it were, they kind of twist and shift their body in a motion where the individual, where Helen has the knife, does like a spin in the air, fully forced into it, as that entire flip and just the unexpected nature of it, for the mortal being, they would have the wind knocked out of them as the back hits the pavement. As the knife still in hand, coming for attack, rips it out to make a slash towards you. Not a slash, sorry. Rips it out to make a stab towards you, much as a stake. So I want you to roll a.
Does have to also just the daunt, which I again probably won't help because I think it's only he would have to fail all his rolls, I think. But what am I rolling as well?
This will be.
If he's focused on.
This is gonna be, for as quick as this is gonna require. This is going to be a dexterity survival.
Okay.
Survival, interesting.
I don't have any points in that, so it's just gonna be 2. Just.
Okay.
Okay. Oh fuck! Critical success, critical fail.
Ooh.
Okay.
Where does that measure out? I don't know what that means.
One of each.
Yes, it is technically one of each. So the way I'm going, because it's going to be, I'm going to consider this a success with, I assume, a critical fail, so a bestial failure.
Yeah, so it's a 10 and a 1,
That
so
was
yeah.
on the blood die.
Yeah. Alright, so the way this is going to work. That stab towards your chest, stake you, effectively, with this knife. You've heard of it, not a fan of it, and certainly if it stays there for too long, you could go into a state of torpor, and you definitely don't want that. Your survival, if the living world has a way to call this, this is the kindred's form of adrenaline. As the beast absolutely takes over for survival, and your entire goal is to get away. You don't really know how you respond. It's instinctual. It's a primal response as you lash outwards. As you have dodged, the priest stops attacking you. This member of what you assume to be the Inquisition stops attacking as you now have the knife and have run it through them.
Oh!
Gotta love the beast.
However,
Oh no.
this is where the failure part comes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a city. It is at night. But cities at night are active.
Uh-huh.
There are many witnesses. Not as many as there would be in a daytime setting, but there is probably half a dozen or more witnesses just that have witnessed and walked past.
Yeah.
How do you proceed or retreat?
Where's Helen in this situation?
Winded would be the best way to describe the slight feeling that she has, but it's not exactly winded. It's more just genuine surprise that someone was this strong to put her on her back.
Mm-hmm.
But she is getting up.
Do I have an exact count on witnesses?
Why don't you make a intelligence and awareness check?
Intelligence and awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's... Six. Okay. Jesus. Where that one is cocked, so I'm just going to... Okay. Roll that one in again in a second. Hold on.
I'm not kidding. I will get you a playpen for your dice.
Okay, so... Okay. So I rolled 6. I've got... Now here's the thing. I've got 4 fails, a success, and a critical success.
Okay, so a critical success will only happen if you have 2
Yeah, oh,
fails.
right, that's right. I'm sorry.
So it's
2 successes.
2 successes,
4
and
fails.
I have to ask this question. Any of the failures on your hunger die? Like, any of them like critical fails at all?
I don't have hunger currently, right now.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. We'll fix that in a second, but, so, alright. You're getting a count of witnesses, and leading in and continuing into this bestial failure. Like I said, there's only about half a dozen witnesses that you can see.
I'm just...
The problem comes that some of them have phones in hand.
Yeah, cloud memory is not going to help in that situation then. Yeah, I'm going to have to just grab Helen. I'm going to help her up and we got to go.
Okay.
If I can... It's dark, so I can rely on that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. If we happen to pass close to any witnesses, I am gonna have to use cloud memory, but
You will pass a couple of them. You will, in
Mhm.
fact, pass one of them that has phone in hand as well.
Can I cloud memory and also crush the phone?
Yes.
Then I will do so.
There was like an initial reaction of like, what the fuck? And then the club memory kind of takes hold. And there doesn't seem to be any cognitive recognition after that.
Having to go through all three of my abilities in a single scene is certainly something.
Right?
Priest is just straight up dead behind us, right?
Oh yeah, he's bleeding out.
God
But-
bless.
But like, bleeding out in the fact that there is no way to resuscitate this person.
Noted. Yep, I'm after clouding what memories I can, crushing what phones I can, which I assume is. Oh, don't fucking tempt me, dude. Don't fucking tempt me.
Damn it.
I can't go that far. I can't go that far with witnesses. Oh,
Listen, it's not that he's not dead yet. It's not dead blood yet. Free buffet. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
that is a good question. Can I pick up the priest?
Yeah.
Capri Sun on the go.
Yeah, me and Helen need to pick up the priest and run.
God. Yeah.
Meal on the go, but also run. Take the body with us.
Okay.
We'll dump it elsewhere. I've got decent stealth. It's fine. Oh, I am gonna have to move cities, y'all.
Yeah. Nah, you'll be fine.
Fine. I'll just change my hair dye, add some different makeup. I'll be fine.
Ira can take over the speakeasy.
I can work it from the background. Don't worry.
Okay.
Fine. What? I didn't expect this to go that badly.
Hello, Yvonne.
As you take your fucking Lunchable to go.
Lunchable to go, and a now compromised informant.
Yep.
Well, she mentioned she's been run out of other cities. She's been compromised before.
Yep.
It's just par for the course.
Mm-hmm. Cash is just muttering in a long string of angry Greek and angry French and angry English. Fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Shut up.
So
I'll dispose of the
Stop
body
typing in chat.
I'll dispose of the body when Helen tells me it's a good place to dispose of the body, because we can't dispose of it that close to the church, but also we can't be carrying around a body all night.
What isn't it like Weekend at Ernie's or something? Get some sunglasses. Why freeze?
Be fine.
It's
yeah.
just Kool-Aid. A Bloody Mary.
Oh, if it was anywhere but the chest, that might work.
anyways.
Listen, I'm just glad Ira wasn't the worst failure of the night.
I don't know if I would even consider this a failure so much as you said earlier. This was failed very successfully.
I mean, you saved the informant.
I saved the informant. I learned some things, and also I think we took out at least possibly a ranking member in the Inquisition. I don't know how where in the organization this dude was, but
God, that priest was jacked.
Yeah, and also the fact that he was going to take out one of the kindred on his own. I feel like he at least had some standing. So not the worst failure it could have been. But I will look at the silver lining. Lunchable on the go means that exsanguinating him faster, less of a blood trail. We're good.
Anyways,
we're gonna have to
well,
get back
that
to the princess soon. Yeah.
disaster unfolds in different parts of the city. Solomon, you drive back to the Minneapolis portion.
Yep.
Fairly peaceful.
It's good. That's good. Got some Rage cranked on the radio or CD player.
You get a couple of texts from either Vincent or Ira, about events that have transpired.
I'll just reply with need a pickup.
Right
yeah, I guess I'll reply
now
anyway.
For Cassius, your smartphone is like buzzing in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Oh, great! I get to get my phone smudged with blood as I'm typing back. May need help hiding something, and also a pickup for me and Helen.
Windows down, driving along the street, I go loud as I can and turn to start heading that way.
This is fine. He hit a priest in the dick, stabbed him in the heart, and ate him for lunch.
Beautiful.
A triple threat?
Oh, my Catholic upbringing says I should feel guilt, but I am living.
Okay, the Catholic upbringing says you should feel guilt for like everything, doesn't it?
True.
It's also wrong.
Amen to that.
Anyways, yeah. Not entirely sure, Vincent Driver, what the hell that text from Cassius means, but means something.
So that was a group text?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I don't think Cassius is the time to like try and make a single text thread at this point.
That's
Probably
true.
not.
Oh, so probably the same group text where Ira was like, hey, kind of had a spat with the informant. Apparently they're talking to the... Hold on, I need to find the word.
Caitiff.
The caitiff. I must stake it out with from a roof. And that now there's just a what?
Yeah, Vincent didn't drop any details, but he did text the other 3 independently from Ira to give a more detailed explanation as to what he saw on the outside, and then be like, I also got more information we can talk about in person, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even being petty. Like, that doesn't even, like, register to him. Like, that could be considered petty, leaving someone out of a chain of text. But, like, he's just like, I don't trust her.
I mean,
Fair.
Yeah.
base level of distrust of any other kindred is a healthy thing to have.
Also, like, there was, like, one rule.
Right.
One rule.
Yeah.
Don't
I
fight
cannot be blamed for what happened. I
Yeah,
refuse.
no.
I'm talking about Ira. Ira
Oh.
had one rule from Vincent and immediately broke it.
Yeah, Vincent wouldn't be mad at what just happened with the priest. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, would have done the same thing." So, but he can't. He doesn't have a car. And you're quite a ways away, right?
It's actually not that long to drive from certain areas of the city to the other one. It's only
Well,
about a 15-20 minute drive.
Oh yeah, there's no way he could help him out from where he's at right now.
No, but we'll cut to the scene because I think it's fucking hilarious. As Solomon stops wherever you have decided is a proper meeting place for Cassius, Helen, and himself, and Solomon. They are toting along a body.
It's just like slung over our shoulders.
First time Cassius gets to see the van. Awesome. Pull up, hop out, go, oh, awesome. Throw it in the back. Climb back in.
Got it.
Go unlock it. Roll up the door. Just don't put it on the bed. I gotta sleep in that later.
You know, already drained it. We're good.
Oh, good. Don't. Turn to Helen, and you are.
Helen Park, and also, I think, in a lot of trouble at this point.
Hop in. Pleasure to meet you. Crawl back up to the driver's side. Check. Did Vincent request to pick up as well, or are they chilling?
He doesn't want to leave Ira unattended.
Yeah.
Also fair.
We'll get the body squared. I'll close the door up. Get whoever wants to ride shotgun, whoever wants to hang out in the back. Send a quick text to the groups. It's like, picked up Cassius and Helen. They've got a priest. As I say, they've got a dead priest.
I'm not gonna elaborate on it. Just leave it there.
No, I don't know anything else.
Good to know mine wasn't the worst night.
Yeah, no, I'm laughing because Solomon had the best conversation. It was great.
Does Ira actually reply with that in the group chat?
Absolutely.
Cassius just replies with, "Shut up." Like all lowercase, proper period.
Like the crying, laughing emoji.
A little bit. That's
No. That's what Ira sends. It's just like
That's
3
fair.
of the crying, laughing emoji.
I love vampires. They're all awful people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's still fairly early or midnight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Amazing.
So I'll say, give us an hour, gonna dump it, and I head towards one of the campgrounds that I know of. I grab a shovel, and I'm gonna go bury a body, I guess.
Holy shit.
Specifically, I'm gonna get Cassius's help with this. I guess on the way, ask if Helen needs me to drop her off somewhere.
At this current stage, I think staying together is safer.
Yeah, we
Cool,
probably...
we're getting out of the town for a moment.
Yeah, we'll probably need to circle back around to meet up with Prince and figure it out from there.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh, it has been a while since I've been in this situation.
Always love seeing you all get dirty.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll just take him out to some tiny ass, damn near abandoned, fucking campground.
Okay.
Somewhere outside of town. Good, like 30, 40 minutes. Like, distance wise, it's probably only a couple miles, but you gotta take like 30 minutes of back roads to get to it. Middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Grab a shovel. Like, alright, come on, Cassius. Hand you the shovel. I pick up the body, throw it over the shoulder.
Yep.
And I'm gonna spend a while burying this thing.
Yeah. All right.
I'm You know what I'm gonna do while we're doing this?
Hmm.
I'm calling my good old manager. my assistant manager I left in charge.
Okay. Yeah, she'll pick up the phone.
Oh god, what was her name?
Okay.
Hold on. It's been
We're
2 weeks.
yeah, we're just
It was Jesse, yeah.
yeah.
Jesse.
You know when you call and say it exactly like that, there's something that went wrong, right?
Yes, because something definitely did, so I probably won't make it in tonight at all. But it's fine. I will let you know if we need to be closed for tomorrow night, but that might be avoidable. We'll be fine. I'm just saying I might not be easy to reach for the rest of the night. But if anyone asks, I was counting tills in the back all night.
Always a pleasure. I will lie on your behalf and not ask whatever the hell is up with that because I dread.
You know, just sudden emergencies just happen. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh Christ! And then she hangs up the phone.
Wait, before she hangs up, he is gonna try to stop her before she hangs up.
I don't think you get it. I don't think you get it in time.
Damn it. He was just gonna ask her what new hair color he should go for. No prompting.
Beautiful.
Green. Twinsies.
He was leaning on purple, but you know, green might work. Green might work. We'll see. We'll see.
Contrasting colors.
He's got green eyes is the only thing, so like combining green eyes and
Then
green
you'll be
hair
an
might
anime
be.
protagonist.
Oh God.
Solomon is going to pat the body down and search through every pocket and into the shoes and do everything in his power to find anything on this person before we actually bury him.
He got a rosary on him.
He does.
Can I have that?
Yeah, I'll throw it over to you. I don't care.
Just gonna hide that among my possessions.
Okay. For you, Solomon, digging around in pockets, you don't find anything too particularly interesting. Like just lifting up sleeves to see. There is a particular kind of on the under forearm, about maybe an inch away from the elbow and about 4 inches in length, is a particular like tattooed crest that is similar to that of a rapier, kind of a blend of a rapier and an ankh almost.
I think I know the symbol you're talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are. Yeah,
I will. Like, player knows at least. I'll take a picture of it with my disposable flip phone. Speaking of, does he have a phone on him?
He does.
Ooh.
Is it locked? And if so, what is it locked to? Is it like a number combination or?
So it's not locked because it is a flip phone.
Oh shit! Okay.
However, interestingly enough, the numbers in this phone, they don't have names or anything,
Of course not.
but there are only 4 numbers in it.
And those will be saved to the SIM card. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I take the battery out. I take the SIM card, pocket the SIM card, break the phone in half, leave it in the pit.
Right?
Fair.
Yeah. Is that knife still stuck in his chest?
I think Cassius has it.
Okay.
I do. It's technically Helen's, but like
Oh, right, it is Helen's knife.
I'll give it back to her when she asks for it back, and no sooner.
Fair. Yeah, if I've done my pat down and nothing like in the shoes or anything weird like that, I'll take whatever cash he's got on him, if he happens to have any in his wallet. See if I find any weird ass business cards. Anything that might be of use.
You don't find a wallet or anything that's like identifying. You would assume with a piece like this, probably the wallet and any form of identification is probably still back at
The church.
the church or home.
Probably it was worth a try.
As far as business cards go,
Mhm.
there is a type of business card, but it is simply a kind of a hard paper with a number on it.
Mm-hmm.
And an area code that is not local to the Midwest at all.
Okay. What is this labeled as? Or is there a label on the
There's not a label,
card
it's just a number.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, okay. I'll hand that over to Cassius for the moment. Then once have a decent pit, throw the body in, I'll go into one of the boxes in my truck, grab a big old jug of some unlabeled chemical. I should speed it up a little bit. Dump the entire thing out, drop the bottle in there, start shoveling the dirt back into there. Well, this is can't sleep here anymore. Man, I really like this spot.
It is going to take me so long to repaint my nails. It's caught all under there.
Fucking roses, man.
Listen, when you have to spend a good deal of time making your appearance perfect, then you can complain. It's hard work. And blood is so annoying to get out from under there.
Yeah, that's how you stand out, though. And that's what gets me killed. Finish putting the body, presumably we're in some wooded area, so I'll take whatever loose like vines and leaves and branches and kind of like lay it over so it's not as obvious that there's a mound of dirt here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're like, all right, let's go. Start heading back to the van. Then I guess I send a text to the group chat, mainly to the other two. It's like, all right, we're done here. Where are we meeting up?
We probably need to meet up with the prince with our info, and also...
We still have someone to go talk to.
Do we?
Yeah, we only visited 3 of them.
Oh, that's right, because Vincent and Ira went together to one. That's right.
We have the human to go talk to.
Oh yeah, the investigator. Norman, the human.
You might need to drop my blood-covered self and the blood-covered compromised informant off. Or we're going to have to stay in your van. Either way, we can't participate in this conversation.
I got some spare clothes in the gym bag if you want to borrow.
Cassius just looks at your clothes.
Mostly band tees, yeah.
We'll stay in the van.
Amazing.
No, I did not expect him to agree to that at all.
Feeling called out here.
All right. So I'll crank up the rage against the machine again as we start heading back into town.
Okay. As you are cranking the radio, I have to ask.
Mhm.
What's the volume?
Oh shit.
It's gonna be let's see. It's gonna be loud enough that I can really enjoy it, but I'm gonna still be able to hear people talk if they really want to be heard. And as long as I'm not driving, as long as it's not, disruptive to the general public.
Okay, that's why I had to. That's why I had
Yeah,
to.
Mhm.
no, not that loud, but it's probably louder than it needs to be.
Okay,
I
and
know
I'm
it.
just gonna do a chance roll here.
I think I know what you're going for. Yeah.
Okay. Then as you drive, there are some people that might like give you a weird look of like, it doesn't have to be this loud, but other than that, like, you encounter no issues, as you technically have broken no noise ordinance laws. So, and there just doesn't appear to be any law enforcement that cares right now. You do hear a disturbing amount of sirens right now, though.
Excellent.
They're a little off in the distance.
Just a reminder, I am wearing an ACAB beanie as we're driving around. If we do run into any law enforcement.
Okay.
Fitting. Fitting.
He doesn't give a shit. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'll figure out where the fuck we're meeting up, or if I'm swinging by and picking you two up before we head to the Pine.
Ira's down for either if you want to come pick us up, like, depending on what's on the way.
I will tell you, Ira and Vincent, you wait here while all of this is occurring. Nothing that interesting is happening.
That's good.
Can we see him, like, moving around in there?
Oh yeah, he's
or
moving
anything?
around a little bit. He's kind of honestly obsessively fixing all the shit that got messed up in there.
Vincent still makes no attempt to let his presence be known.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fuck it, yeah, I'll just pull down the street and pick him up then.
Alright. Easy enough to do.
And at that point, I'll turn the music down so we can hear each other a little easier once they get in and get settled.
I like to imagine Ira approaches first, and then Vincent's just like behind them.
It's just there all of a sudden.
Yeah.
There. I think that went well.
Well, I had a wonderful chat.
Looks over at the blood-stained people in the back of the van.
It's not just on their clothes. There's clearly like smears in the back of the van too.
Vincent politely introduces himself to Helen, regardless.
Oh, yeah, this is Helen, by the way.
So,
Admittedly, during this, considering the methods of mitigating a blood trail, I think there's quite a bit of blood smudged on Cassius's face, lower face specifically.
He's not going to judge.
I got a hand towel back there somewhere if you want to wipe some of that up. Should be some bottled water somewhere. It rolls around.
did you guys get a snack?
They got a priest, apparently.
Did they eat him?
Yes.
He was drained before I got there.
Oh.
Listen, we had to mitigate a blood trail. It's fine.
And you didn't share.
Sure.
I don't prefer the taste of the dead. Do you? There was no time to share.
No comment.
Fine.
I do have important information.
Yes.
While I was upstairs in his room, I found pictures. He'll like go through his phone. He's like doing the old person kind of thing where he's kind of like holding it at a weird angle and like using only one finger very like pointedly to like
No. I know exactly this. I see it all the time.
Yeah,
Fucking amazing.
not so much he doesn't know how to use a smartphone, it's just that he has really big fingers, so it's hard
Oh
to
no.
get it to, like, behave for him. So, this is, he'll hand it off to, I don't know, like, Cassius. Found this in his bedroom. It's, pictures of a prince from afar,
This is from the
presumably en route.
This was the bookkeeper, correct? That
Yes.
you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. That's definitely good evidence that we should be turning over or more thoroughly investigating. So that's, you might have had the most successful conversation. Just possibly.
Yeah, and he was hiding that the Caitiff were there, and that he was talking to him.
I'm sorry. What?
We have a sizable cave population here.
I just know the Caitiff were there.
Is that something Vincent would know?
Yeah,
we've all been here for a while, presumably.
Oh yeah, okay.
The Caitiff are... There's a population within the state, but it's hard to gauge the numbers because a lot of Caitiff try not to make it known that they are such.
Yeah.
So it's hard to gauge, but known Caitiff like presence is certainly not common, but it's not rare either.
Did you ever figure out why?
No, he wasn't giving up that information.
Understandable. Well, it might not even be related, but I think this is pretty serious evidence here alone.
Yeah.
Baron didn't know anything. She said she'd call if she finds anything out. Well, we want to go. Go ahead.
Why did you kill a priest?
Okay. So, I was discussing some questions with Miss Park here, and we were taking a walk because such discussions inside of the cathedral, not ideal, obviously. And as we were walking, we were finishing up conversation, and this priest arrived to tell her that she was needed elsewhere with some of the volunteers, but it was you noted to me that it was unusual, and so I just made sure to increase my senses just a little bit, just to get a gauge on the situation. And he was armed, and also was aware of Miss Park's role and nature, from what I could tell. So it looked very clearly like he was about to get her alone and take care of business, as the Inquisition tends to do. So Helen tried to stab him, which was a very good idea, I must put forward. I completely understand. It was a very stressful situation. Problem needed to be dealt with. He caught the knife, and so I had to get in and help sort of just try to get him to let go. Because my plan was just for us to run, really. you know. And suddenly things happened. A few things overcame me just a little bit, and suddenly I had a knife buried in his chest, and there were witnesses around. So
Okay.
I may have also taken a great deal of pleasure in doing something I've wanted to do since my human childhood, which was punch a priest in the dick. I will admit
Hell yeah.
that was the best part of it.
Fuck yeah.
God, you went full feral.
I did a little bit, and then you know what? Waste not, want not. He wasn't quite dead. Might as well make sure to just have a meal for the night.
I mean, yeah. Two things. First, if you let that go to waste, I'd have to give you a good deck. Secondly,
Fair.
you're saying I missed 2 good goddamn brawls tonight. Fuck me.
I don't know what to tell you. I am not a brawler. This was a very strange situation for me.
So, presumably you're familiar with this priest, so why did he attack you now, Helen?
I could speculate onto some reasons, but as I was using them to get information on Inquisition movements, they could very easily have been doing the same to me. Now that I think about it, it's a constant 4D chess game.
I see. Okay. Interesting. Boy, this is crowded.
Yeah, sorry about that, Vincent.
Yeah. Are we going to investigate the investigator, if you will, tonight?
If she's the only one that hasn't been questioned as of yet.
Well, actually, Helen? Is there someplace safe you can be taken? Helen doesn't have any context to this, right? Or not like as much.
Not nearly as much. No.
Not nearly as much, no. She has a little bit of information, but really she's someone who's just been caught in like a super bad situation.
Yeah. Hey, we got a mole out of the Second Inquisition. I'm happy.
If we make a stop, Helen, I can put you in safe hands temporarily with my people in my neighborhood, so to speak. It's nicer there than you would think it would be.
Immediately turn and start heading towards that direction.
Okay. Yeah.
I admittedly might stay with you there just because I am not going to be able to participate in this investigation looking like this.
We could swing by your place, get you a change of clothes.
There is a back entrance, that is true. It risks an employee seeing me like this, though.
I mean,
it wouldn't be the first time I've twisted their memory a little bit. It's fine. A change of clothes would be beneficial.
Get it out without being seen.
It's fine. If I'm seen, I can just a little mental whiteout. It's fine. Don't worry.
All right. As we drive, I'm going to keep an eye out for any tails or ambushes set up along our route to wherever the fuck we go. Because that guy's phone was on him for longer than I'd like.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I do have a specialty in detecting ambushes, if that's necessary.
No, not in this case. You're fine.
Thank God. Have it. Don't want to have to use it.
Well, actually, no, just kidding.
No, fuck. Do it. Fuck me up. Let's do it.
No, I'm playing the long con here. So yeah, driving to that area, dropping off in like a safe place.
I will give Helen Parker one of those cards I gave to the other two earlier, which had my phone number on it.
Okay.
And courier/demolitionist.
Okay. Sure. Take it.
I will ask before she gets out if she would like us to pick her back up before we go see the prince next, so we can sort of figure out her next steps.
I would prefer that simply because if I don't show up, it looks like I'm running away from both, and that's not great.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, we'll pick you up on our way back.
And Cassius, you're going for a change of clothes.
Just,
Okay.
probably like at least very quickly, obviously, but I'm gonna have to wash my face as well, just
Yeah, absolutely.
just completely and you know what, just to be safe, he's a Toreador, he's all appearance, he's got some cosmetic, we're gonna do exactly what we talk about frequently, Joe. We're gonna Clark Kent this a little bit. He's gonna put his hair down and grab some just like cosmetic glasses. Obviously, they're not prescription because obviously. Yeah, he's just gonna change clothes, wash his face, and put on some cosmetic glasses and put his hair down.
Okay.
Solomon's gonna swipe a few cleaning supplies while we're there and start scrubbing out the blood from the back of his van.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. For you, Cassius, going through the back is definitely the way to go, as they are closing down at this stage, just given the time. However, there are still people here.
I am gonna try to be stealthy.
Okay.
If that helps.
Yeah, then roll a... Yeah, I'm gonna say this is going to be a dexterity stealth.
That's fine. Dexterity stealth. Okay, 2 and 2. Okay. Oh boy. Where did you go? Where did you go?
Playpen.
I found it. There we Oh god. Okay, can I reroll that? Yeah, I kind of Okay, 3 successes, 1 fail. No 1s, no 10s.
Okay. With 3 successes, you manage to avoid most everyone. However,
Oh, no.
because this is a situation that has at least happened in like an adjacent form one way or another, your assistant manager does catch you like coming in from the back. Things are making a lot more sense giving phone calls, and I am going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but what?
Right. Here's the thing. It was self-defense with 100% certainty. Just, less than ideal scenario. Did save someone's life in that, though.
Did you call the authorities afterwards?
Yes, of course.
Let me look at something real quick. What are the exact parameters of cloud memory? Hold on. Cassius is having a night.
Yeah.
Shit, he's having a night. Da 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 da.
God,
One of these days, I will actually.
It's like you just have to say the word "forget" when you try
I
it.
believe so.
Charisma plus dominate versus wits and resolve. They can only resist if they're a prepared mortal or a vampire or some such.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say, just in case. Obviously, I called some authorities in this situation, but why don't you just, forget about it and use cloud memory?
Okay.
Which is charisma and dominate versus wits and resolve? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Charisma and where's my dominate? There it is. Okay, so I've got 5 die there. So if it's enough.
Okay.
I lost 2 of them. Fuck.
How are you doing this to yourself?
I don't know. I was trying not to roll them in front of my keyboard because my keyboard makes them go cocked, and now they're just wandering willy-nilly across the room.
Go to
Do you have a dice tray?
Score.
I do not have a dice tray. I have a little dice
$7
rolling
Chinese
pad.
dice tray.
Perhaps a dice tray that has walls.
Yes.
What? Oh god, that one hit. Oh god, hold on. One of the die that I had to re-roll hit another one and changed the number, and I don't know what to do in this scenario because I don't know what the number was.
Do you remember if it was a success or not?
No.
Just roll it again then.
Okay. I am all over the place, fuck. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Okay. Okay, so 3 and a 4 are definitely failures, correct?
Yes.
5 is also a failure, right? It's 6 and above is a
Yep, 6
success?
and above.
Okay. So 3 failures, 2 successes. With 2 8s.
Okay. There is a slight...
Oh god, I'm having a night.
There's a slight clouding over her eyes as it appears to be taking effect, and a little bit of confusion, but just recognition of yourself again. Just, I'll leave you to it then, and just leaves.
Oh, I am going to have to give Jessie such a fucking raise.
Yep.
God, she does not deserve this.
Yep.
Oh.
Alright. A little bit of a change of clothes and all of that.
God.
So are you going to the Prince, or are you pursuing
we're
the
gonna
investigator?
We're gonna go talk to the investigator. Cover all our bases.
Yeah. And we'll pick up Helen on the way back to the prince, is what Cash is understanding.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Can I retcon something? Maybe Vincent could stand guard with Helen.
Yeah.
If she would let that. Yeah, because she shouldn't be alone. So you'd just hang outside her place.
Oh, I thought you were leaving her with some of your people.
I thought she was changing and then coming back with us.
No, Cassius is
no.
changing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're picking up Helen, though?
On our way back to the prince is the plan.
Okay, yeah, then he would probably stay with her then anyways, because he can't really go inside around people, so...
Alright.
And, yeah.
Easy enough to do.
Cool.
Solomon, you're cleaning up your van by yourself. But the
Yeah, it's fine. He's done it a lot.
not a good thing. But
Hey, sometimes shit happens.
you saying a lot makes it really worrisome. But anyways, the investigator, as you were made aware, is a little harder to track down.
Yeah.
However, recent events make it not too hard to track them down, as they are an inquisitive mind. And you actually find them at, like, not a speakeasy club like Ashton, but like a very hole-in-the-wall type of bar. Nice one, but they're kind of just stirring in probably what looks to be an old-fashioned or something, a little bit more classic type of drink.
Mhm.
As
Do I-
depending who enters into this area.
Does this bar have bouncers offhand at the door?
No, it's not one of those type of bars.
I could probably swing bringing these Molotovs in then. They're already in my inner jacket pocket. It'll be fine.
Okay. That's worrisome, but okay.
You never know when you're gonna need a good fireball. Okay.
Said
Wrong
every wizard in
game.
D&D ever.
But
I'm in
yes.
full of fire, but we're going into a bar. There's plenty of fuel in there.
I will be back in 2 seconds.
But as the three of you enter, the investigator does take note of you, and you all honestly stick out like a bunch of sore fucking thumbs.
Of course, I believe it's assumed we've been using Blush of Life to appear mortal.
Probably.
I would hope so.
I don't think that's why we stick out.
No, not at all.
No, everything else.
I just did want to mention
Just yeah.
But it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Are you still wearing the ACAB beanie?
Yep.
Ah.
Unless someone tells me to take it off or asks me to take it off or something. He sees no issue.
Ira would never.
I was thinking earlier this week, man, Solomon would have made a great Bruja too. Yeah.
Yeah, but as you enter, he looks at all of you.
Mhm.
Takes a slight sip of his drink.
I would like to quickly eye the room, see if there's anyone keeping tabs on Mr. McCoy.
Just the
Or-
bartender. It's a really empty place. It's
so
nice,
there's-
but it's empty.
So there's no one, trying to stay hidden while just keeping an eye out on him?
No.
Awesome. I will go right up to Mr. McCoy and take a seat next to him.
Alright, so do I owe you money or something?
Player Angus did not understand what you just said. I did not understand what you said there.
He kind of a little bit. He's been drinking a little bit, but he did say, "Do I owe you money or something?"
No such luck tonight. Hey, how you doing?
Not gonna lie, I'm a little confused right now.
What? You look like a nice guy. Can I get you another drink?
I'm still doing my own bit of things here, so I don't want to be too deep into it. This drink's fine.
Fair. And, Joey, if you could remind me, what were we told about him? Were we told that he knows, or he's like suspicious and maybe
He's
get put.
suspicious enough, and there is like suspect that he might know. And the princess at least worked with him outside of like kindred business before, but other than that, she doesn't
No, for sure.
know for sure if he knows.
Okay. What are the other two doing as I start talking to this gentleman?
Ira's probably gonna take up like a seat over, like by the entrance, kind of, just in case something goes south and we gotta cut off an exit, or keep someone from getting in from the entrance exit thing.
Okay.
So Ira's gonna be kind of like off to the side as like backup.
All right.
I'll order a Bloody Mary because that's funny. Will not drink any of it.
Nice.
Is it possible to just sit next to Ira, just watch this? I'm just
Yeah.
amused by this.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna let me crash and burn. I see how it is.
Yes.
With your iCab, baby.
I'm just saying, my last portion of the investigation did not go great. So
Yeah,
Listen,
I know.
I'm here if anyone needs to be punched.
I'll step in if you look like you're really about to fuck up.
Oh, I'm sure I look like I'm about to already.
That's fair.
I'm confident. I'm not necessarily good at this.
Then I will join in on the joke that Ira's got going on. I'm not going to go for a Bloody Mary. I'm going to go for a Long Island iced tea.
Nice. Good call.
Wow.
But the joke is that it's a Bloody Mary.
Yes, but that's for brunch, darling.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, he's already eaten.
Fuck.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, Mr. McCoy here. Like, I heard there's some interesting things going on the past couple of nights. What have you heard?
I hear plenty. I hear that Zoe gets herself in a whole heap of trouble. I hear also there's been some active happenings out on the east and the west.
I missed the name he said a second ago. What was that name?
Zoe? That's just the prince's first name.
Okay, that's what I thought. Like, yeah, I heard about that with Zoe. What do you know? So I was in the general area. Didn't really catch anything though.
Why are you asking?
Curiosity. I'll happily pay you for the information if you prefer.
You see, I do that a lot. I sit down, people, I talk, I pay for information, bribe here or there. So I know this type of game.
You want to call it a bribe, I guess, but. All right, so you know the game. What's your move? Also, where's the bartender in this? Is he staying close? Is he actively
He
staying?
could not be more disinterested.
Good.
He is honestly a little bit like he's hiding it well, but he's a little annoyed that he's trying to do like the end of night like cleanups and has been asked to make stuff. So
That's fair.
Annoying things too.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, you guys are assholes.
That was Cassius's side of the joke.
Wow.
You know, as a bar owner or club owner or whatever.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna be an asshole.
Yep, he was like,
I need a complicated drink now.
could have been worse.
Yeah, it certainly could have.
Listen, mine's just a beer and tomato juice. It's fine.
I'm sorry,
I
yours
think.
is just,
I have no idea what a Bloody Mary is.
it's vodka.
Tomato
Oh,
juice.
ew. Oh, my dad calls putting a beer and tomato juice together a Bloody Mary.
That is foul and
That's
unconscionable and reprehensible.
Yeah, yeah.
He should be arrested.
He's the only reference I had.
That's fair. That's fair.
Alright,
How
sorry,
do you
continue.
Horrible.
Oh god, yeah, that's just.
That my
Ugh.
my entire like taste buds recoiled out of just hearing that.
Ugh.
But anyways, yeah. All right, so what would be my move? Well, that really depends on the deeper reason as to why you're asking.
Alright, I'll fish out one of my business cards and set it down next to his glass. Same business card I've handed out, 3 times already. Between the past night or two. Like, I've been hired to find out the cause of this. Kind of came out of left field.
Oh well. What a fantastic coincidence, as I've been tasked with investigating things up here as well.
This specifically, or other things?
Well, generally the Midwest in general.
Ah. Wide territory. That's a lot of territory to cover.
Not for us, no.
What kind of shirt is this guy wearing? Is he wearing a long sleeve, short sleeve? Does he have a jacket on?
He is actually wearing like a very like a button-up type of short sleeve dress shirt. Pants themselves are like jeans. And doesn't appear to be like has like a set of like silver tint aviator glasses that are set down, but aside from that, he's very unsuspecting.
Okay. I'm gonna try to discreetly give him a once-over, see if I see that particular rapier tattoo or any other identifying marks that could be connected to whoever the hell he said we are. Or us.
Okay.
Was his exact wording.
Alright, because it is a short sleeve, right around his wrist is like a band, like almost bracelet tattoo that has, they almost look like bars and musical notes.
Would Solomon be able to place that to anything? Because
How old are you, Solomon?
that is an excellent question. Let me scroll down to my character sheet to find out. He's been dead for about 4 years.
So he's at a 28?
4?
Almost 5. Yeah, he's not terribly old.
Okay. You have no idea what that is. It could just be a tattoo.
I'll make a mental note of it. I go, all right, well, one professional to another. I'm just trying to find out exactly what happened. Any information you could provide would be quite wonderful, and I'll be happy to do anything I can do in return to pay you for it. Give him a good look up and down as well, like trying to look like flirtatious, but trying to see if he's armed.
Okay.
I mean, if he thinks I'm flirting, all the better.
He seems very disinterested in anything like that. But
Not surprised.
he doesn't appear to be armed aside from like hanging like on the denim belt and stuff. There appears to be like again like keychains of like either a like similar to a crucifix or rosary and like musical notes that look like they are like eighth notes, like 6 of them. They're really small, but they don't appear like anything you've seen before.
Yeah. Alright. Then I'll just wait for his answer, I guess.
Alright, you're looking for certain answers, so. And seeing as I don't particularly feel threatened by any of you.
Oh, so he very much clearly notices Siren.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
we all together.
Do we hear him make that comment?
Yeah.
Ira waves.
Yeah, Cassius just waves like little wiggle of fingers.
Yeah,
Wasn't trying to do
your
it.
companions are wholly and completely unimpressive in the intimidation factor, if that is what you are going for.
Not at all. I prefer to keep things polite and civil.
It almost looks like
As do I.
pencils,
So,
but
as
then
a
when you
polite
it goes from,
and
like, blue
civil
to orange.
conversation,
I like it though.
what do you know of a,
And it's
shall we
like
say, a
for the
religious
side
sect
braid,
that has a knack for causing trouble wherever they may go?
You're gonna have to be a little more specific. Just about anything can fall under that umbrella.
Yeah, let me clear it up for someone like you. A group that's a bit more of a problem for someone like you at night.
Oh, I don't like that. No, put the fucking
Mental
blue
notes,
light
so he
on it.
does now. Yeah, they're always fun to deal with.
They
So
are
that's what
not fun to clean up after.
What the fuck do you mean?
they're certainly not.
Isn't that the truth?
Well, thank you for what little information you've decided to give. I'll slide my card just like under his hand on the bar, just to make sure he, gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Call me if you need anything.
Calamity is exactly what it says. It's
Well then,
this is the
I
creepy
do
one. This
believe
last episode
our
of the
conversation
prequel
is
one.
concluded.
You see this shit? You see
Agreed.
this shit of
I'll
losing
pull out my
your
wallet. I'll grab a 10 and just set it down on the bar for the bartender and turn and leave.
And
When I say this
hmm.
is the best storytelling, I have probably ever fucking seen.
I
do not say that.
I just don't know if I like leaving it like that.
Ira will look over at, the talkative one and kind of raise an eyebrow like anything to add.
Can I take where was that tattoo again? I just want to see if it's something
It
I would
was
notice.
on around the right wrist.
This is one of like this.
Okay. I am much older than Solomon, so I'm curious if I recognize it before I continue on.
Okay. This is going to be, then, for you, this is going to be intelligence, occult.
Mhm. Intelligence occult. Oh, ooh, I don't have any occult. Okay. But I do have decent intelligence.
I'm
I
dropping.
was really hoping it was going to be academic or something.
I would have been, I would have been great with that, but yeah,
Oh, well, occult is a little more not my
esoteric.
she. Da, 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 da. 2 successes, 1 fail.
2 successes, 1 fail. Okay. You only really needed one, because for someone like you, and just for the beings that you are, many of your companions, they're just younger than you. Vincent would probably have known this had they
Mhm.
been. But, uh, there are many things in this world that you are aware of that exist. You may not interact with them frequently. You know that ghosts exist. You know werewolves are a thing. You know that the things of Arcadia, the changeling, the world of the dreaming, and the world of the lost, those exist. The Inquisition are hunters. That is the best way to describe them. They hunt the monsters. But there is a group that is intrinsically tied very close to the Tremere or anything like that.
You can counterspell Misty Step?
The thing that this person is, and this is a symbol that you have only maybe seen or heard in read passing. This person, an investigator from the south of the Crescent City of New Orleans, is a member of either decent knowledge, well practice, or good standing of the Celestial Chorus.
What?
For people who aren't super aware of World of Darkness, can you explain that aspect?
That is one of the 9 traditions that mages go through.
Oh no, she's dead again.
Even though I could do it in actual French, I'm not going to. Cassius is going to switch to French because he's from New Orleans. And he's going to take a chance and ask, "You're from New Orleans? Yes? Do you speak any French?"
Every now and again, when it's appropriate, he will say that in French.
Very fascinating tattoo you bring with you to our city. Cities, I suppose. That's the better word.
Well,
That's not good.
gotta keep myself occupied somehow. And I have jobs to perform.
Do I know if the Inquisition bothers the mages as well? Like,
You
'cause I don't know
would at
where
least
they-
know a little bit. The Inquisition, honestly,
Fucking Travis.
the Inquisition over in the European nations
Mhm.
would know of mages. In the US, probably
Mm.
not, simply because mages are far older, and the Inquisition is, in the eyes of many mage culture, like tantrumy children taking out their rage on other things. Not that they don't see the value of having the Inquisition around, it is just many times when the Inquisition acts, it creates an upset.
Mm.
It creates an imbalance, is a better way of describing it.
Mm. Did they do something specifically to try? He's gonna carry on the conversation in French.
Mhm.
Sorry to Ira. Do you speak French?
No.
Okay, I'm trying to avoid the bartender overhearing anything.
The bartender doesn't care. He's mad he had to make a bloody fucking Mary.
And Ira's literally not touched it.
You're the worst kind of patron.
Horrifying person.
Okay, listen, Leah the player had no idea what a Bloody Mary was. I just wanted the pun.
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ira absolutely would do that.
Yeah, makes sense. But he's just going to say, "Have they done something specifically to get your attention that we should be worried about here?" We might have kicked the hornet's nest rather recently as is. And if they're going to be a bit more active, some warning would be helpful.
Oh, a bit more active, and may have kicked the hornet's nest. Oh yeah, it's all over the internet. I'm guessing that was you.
You know, I have a very distinct feeling I'm going to get some calls from some people who know I live here, yes. So again, have they done something specifically to draw you here?
There are a
Because
few things that may have drawn me here, but one is a particular rampant kindred of yours that is going throughout all of the states and creating an upset everywhere.
yes, we're trying to track that one ourselves as well. We're aware.
Well, I have a friend over across the pond that would help me keep informed of more older generations of your kind as well as other beings. But as far as drawing attention up here, it's more of caught wind of something that the Inquisition is planning something big, so I felt the need to check it out and potentially clean up or stop any mess they may create.
Considering we're already dealing with certain aspects of this continent on the west coast, this is just what the Midwest needs. Great. Perfect.
Well, you strike me as more of an East Coast person.
And I plan on returning in the next, 2-3 decades. So I've got a little time left on my cover here.
Unless, of course, things go south, no pun intended.
Well, at that point, I'll have to check out the South, because that's what I've got left. I'm not going to the West Coast, and I can't go east just yet. How's Atlanta? Or Nashville?
I can't speak to those areas. My heart, mind, body, and soul belong to that river.
Not territory I'm willing to tread right now. But noted.
Well then.
Right, I suppose we'll just... If you wouldn't mind keeping us informed if you learn anything about this particular kindred, we would very much appreciate that. We want that dealt with as much as you do.
Common allegiance, fine. Turns the business card that Solomon handed it, takes out like a pen, writes down a number, hands the business card to you.
Motherfucker.
Amazing. A power move.
It really was. Thank you. It has been an absolute pleasure. This has been most informative.
Well, I am going to check out as I have a fantastic hotel room and hopefully some decent room service, so I will be enjoying my time there. But if you ever feel the need to escape up here, head down south to New Orleans. Might be someplace that might just fit for you.
Thank you. I will keep that in mind. Good night, sir. And then he's going to just pat Ira on the shoulder and be like, "We're good to go."
As he walks out the door, he kind of, well, as we say down there, taps the door and walks out.
Good sir. Talking to the bartender.
Yes.
I'm gonna pay you extra money and just walk out with the glass. I know how much this generally costs, so takes away the need to clean it.
Yeah, that's fine at this stage. Are you going to drink that?
I'm just gonna look at Ira as well, like.
Iris smiles at the bartender. That's it.
You really are
And just
a monster.
stands up and heads for the door.
Yeah. You know,
Just like little like silver fangs glinting in the dim bar light. And just walks for the door.
you know what? Just because we work in a similar business, I'll pay for that one too. And just take both these glasses off your hands so you can just avoid cleaning them.
There's
Stealing
a bit of inner conflict there because one, this clearly isn't his establishment,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, he's trying to close down.
Yeah.
And cleaning a Bloody Mary glass is a fucking bitch and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I've made them at home.
Mm-hmm.
They suck to clean. They just do.
Yeah.
You go through like 3 rounds of cleaning it, and generally it still doesn't feel like you did a good job. But as you leave to go,
Just
finally,
2 open containers.
as you leave to drive off to the where Vincent and Helen Parker's to pick them
Pick up
up,
our tall boy.
you will all gain 1 hunger here, and then I need you to make a rouse check as well.
I ate twice tonight. Come on.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe not.
Success.
Am I making
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, how do you do a rouse check?
Yeah, I
Roll a
forget.
single die. Success, you do not get hungrier.
Okay.
Interesting. There's exactly 1 die that fell out of the bag.
Even though I ate, I need to roll this, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Damn it.
Success!
Failed.
Oh, I'm nervous.
My Bloody Mary saved me.
Success.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Alright. So, for all of you that succeeded, you will simply, from this point forward, at the end of part 1 of this entire endeavor, will now continue throughout this mini campaign with 1 hunger at all points in time. And any failures or add-ons to that, you'll add hunger dice equivalent. But other than that, we will end the session here as you go to drive to the fence to do what we will call damage management?
A debrief and, yeah, damage control. Yeah.